Okay, this is a new game. As you can see, it was sent to me by Miles with, quote, "Hers the best game in existence." So of course, we have to play the best game in existence. So let's start the game. Contains bad speech. Excuse me? I hope this doesn't require a lot of editing. Your actions and decisions will change the story around you. To continue, press the left mouse button or the spacebar. Do not forget to save the game from time to time. Author of the idea, oh. You can read those, pause it, read it if you want. Chapter 1 on the railroad. It was late spring. Nature showed its vibrant colors, and the days were getting sunnier and warmer. Excitement about the upcoming holidays and vacations filled the air. Many were going to the sea, to their country houses, or to their relatives to have some rest for their daily routine. I haven't decided what I was going to do on my vacation. I had several options. I could go to my country house, save some money for the trip to the sea, or stay home. But anyway, I didn't like to plan anything ahead because if anything went wrong, it would be disappointing. Was I living for today? Yeah, maybe. I liked that, and later it turned out that I was right because many of things didn't go as they planned that year. It was Sunday. Although it was a day off for many people, it was a working day for me. I lived in a small town on the edge of the region. I worked in Moscow, the capital of our country. I was going there by train. Like many of the people nowadays, even though it was far and I had to spend money and time for these trips, I still wanted to work in Moscow because the jobs there are better paid. I was sitting in the train on my way to work. It was a warm morning and the sun was shining brightly. Well, at least nobody else is here. Since it was a day off, there weren't too many people on the train. I didn't want to nap, so I was just looking outside through the dusty window, deep in my thoughts. There were forests, fields, roads, and small country houses. Well, everything I remembered from all the times I traveled by this road. Suddenly the engine went quiet. Ooh. But the train continued gliding smoothly and more slowly. Oh, jeez. That's spooky. 41? Okay, there we go. Back. Okay, I like that. The saving doesn't take very long. When I saw some kind of pink fog which suddenly appeared in the air, slowly coming down to the ground. That was weird. What was that? A woman sitting next to me looked at the window and mumbled something, and a man with a mustache was still reading his newspaper. The sound of wheels was very quiet. The train almost stopped. Unscheduled stops might happen sometimes here, if they have to allow the freight train to pass or something like that. Meanwhile, the fog continued to thicken. I don't want to get a jump scare. Please don't. Please don't let me get a jump scare. Oh wait. Edit this out. Edit it out. If it's not edited out, I'm sorry. I don't remember things very well. I just want to get rid of this. Hold on. There. Okay. There. Resume the episode. Now. Do it, now. I felt anxious because I had no idea what was going on. I started to think maybe there was a fire somewhere. Fire. It's not like maybe the accident in some factory where they led to the leakage of something into the air. Chemical weapons? The train stopped and the man finally took his eyes off the newspaper. Eugenie? Eugenie? I don't even know what his last name is. Konstanovich? He's just Eugenie. Eugenie with a small weenie? Heh 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 heh. I'm going to be late because of them again. situations like that, people usually blame the drivers, but I don't understand why people blame them for train delays. How is it their fault? They can't change anything if a dispatcher tells them to stop. Guess I was going to be late for work, of course. I would tell them that it wasn't my fault, but I doubt that they'd be able to prove it. Okay. Why would I go to the engineer panel? Look out the window. Maybe that pink fog was the reason why our train stopped. The only thing that was clear was that something actually happened. Thinking about a similar situation which happened a few years ago. Back then, the train stopped too. It turned out there was an accident at the power station, and there was no power. I feel like there's a demon dimension thingamajig going on. That's what I assume is happening. They were fixing it for the whole day, so all the trains were slowly dragged by the locomotives. It was hard to get home that day. The weather was hot, there were a lot of nervous and angry people around, drivers tired from working. That happened in May too, if I'm not mistaken. After about 10 minutes, a man came to the panel and pressed the button to get in contact with the driver. Hello, how long are we going to stay here? No one replied. The man got angry, went to the tambour and smoked a cigarette. Who are you? We were in the first train car and saw a man who walked out of the driver's cabin and looked at the roof of the train. Suddenly he gasped his throat and was choking and felt like... Wait, he go outside? So we get fucked if we go outside. What the hell? Oh god. He died so beautifully. I want to look at that. What the hell? A woman saw him too and stood up saying, "Woman, what's happened with him? We have to help him." Was it because of the pink fog? I decided to share my thoughts with the woman. "Gee, that pink fog behind the window, it looks weird. What if something happened and it's something poisonous?" Tenton, some choices you make can be fatal. Please save the game from time to time. Autosave function added. You can load autosave from special tab and loading screen. What should we do then? I don't know, I have no idea what is happening and what we should do. I'll go there and try to help him. I'm not going to go there. I stepped away from them, walking to the other end of the car and started to think. A bit of the fog got inside the train, but it wasn't enough to do any harm. It just got dissolved in the air. Suddenly I heard the door open, connecting the driver car to ours. From there a man came out. He looked very frightened. Apparently he was the driver or assistant driver. But, okay, I'm assuming that this works like the trains, how trains work. Is there's a box car and then another box car. So you have two box cars. You know what? I'm bad at explaining things. Cut this out of the video. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so like you got this box car, and then you got this box car, and you got a door and another door, and then they're connected. And when you they have railings. That's important. And then you go and you walk in, but you have to go outside. So whoever just came in should be dead. And then let all that gas them when they open the door and kill everybody. That's how this game should work. That everybody should be dead right now. I might need this later. I'll leave my beautiful artwork up. Nikolai. He's Nikolai. Did you see that? What happened with him? I think it's because of the fog. It's poisonous. Don't go out the cars. The guy in headphones woke up and looked around confused. The guy who smoked in the tambour came back into the car. He saw the man in the driver's uniform. Eugenie, so what? How long are we gonna wait here? As long as we'll have to. We have to check on Sergei. He went outside to see if anything happened with the train's pantograph and fell to the ground. Well, maybe someone can go and check on him? Save. I don't think we should risk it. Keep silent. Pull out your phone. I don't think we should risk it. It's too strange. Do you see things like this happen every day? You have to contact other people and try and understand what's going on.